Let's talk about how to choose a mail scanning service. A lot of folks are thinking about it, but the question is, how do you actually do it? So in today's conversation, I want to explain to you step by step how to choose a mail scanning service. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. Before I talk about the nitty gritty, I want to go back to the definition 101. So what is mail scanning 101? So mail scanning is a service where a business opens and scans mail on behalf of a client. A trusted mail scanning provider will work with a number of businesses to deliver mail digitally, efficiently, and safely. So instead of having your mail simply pile up at the post office or at a mailbox service you are taking advantage of, the mail will instead be picked up by a mail service or sent to a mail scanning service to be digitally photographed or scanned, with those documents then sent to you immediately via email or provided to you through a customer accessible portable online. So this is kind of an important element. So basically you can have, let's say, an account through it can be a Google, it can be a Dropbox or G Drive, for instance, where you just log in and see your mail, your digital, the digital format of your mail. This is kind of cool. So instead of having the physical mail, you just have a PDF copy. It can be a GIF copy. It can be a PDF or JPEG or any other format that is in a digital format. So the cool thing about this is that size doesn't matter anymore, right? It doesn't matter if you have a bulky package in front of your porch. Basically, with the scanning, you probably just have 100 kilobytes or 200 kilobytes in terms of size. So this is really great. And when we talk about mail scanning, these kinds of services have been available to individuals and business owners for years and years now. But with the internet and digital scanning, photography solutions are better than ever before. So this is kind of cool. So you have speed is also an important element, because now you have a lot of cloud-based offers. So those really add a lot of innovation. You are able to access data quickly. This is really good. And you have a lot more control. And so if you are a client, a prospect, you have a lot more control. So this is just fantastic. So nowadays, when we talk about mail scanning, we're speaking about a really fast global service. So from Sydney to London to Nigeria to Brazil, you really have a global network. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let's talk about the pros and cons of mail scanning, because it's really important to have a clear understanding of the service before actually choosing. Let's first talk about the pros. So first, you stop waiting for forwarded mail. So basically, if you choose mail scanning, you don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to wait two days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever. Like if you have to travel, if you have to do something, you don't have to be stuck anymore, right? Because you can just you can be on the go and check your email, not a problem. A number of delivery services offering mail forwarding actually can help you extend the length of time you have to wait, or you can just get your mail right away. In other words, basically, if you have mail coming, they can let you know and say, listen, we have this type of mail. And you can say, you know what, I want you to send this mail to me. I want you to forward this mail to me in 2 months. Or you check it out, you see the picture and you say, you know what, no, this mail is not important, just shred it or delete it. Okay. So you have the ability here. You have control. So you are able to make decisions faster. And the cool thing is that even USPS, the U.S. Postal Service, is actually part of the game. So in terms of mail scanning and mail forwarding, so this is really cool. And the cool thing here is that you need to understand that with the USPS, you need to let them know in advance. You need to actually request it, because UPS cannot deliver without scanning. So in order for the USPS, in order for the USPS to be able to track your mail piece in the system, it needs to scan the barcode on it. If the barcode is not visible for the scanners to pick it up, they will not edit in the information manually. So this is important to have that. But so the point I'm trying to make here is that you can either choose USPS or you can choose a private party to scan your mail for you. It depends on the sensitivity, depends on the importance, depends on the nature and the importance of the mail itself. If you are in an industry where you care about the privacy, or you care about the sensitivity, the sensitive nature of your mail, it's just a lot better to hire a third party such as iPostal One or VP or Virtual virtual postal mail to sort of handle your mail scanning for you. But the cool thing is that USPS can do it as well. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to choose a mail scanning service. Another advantage when it comes to, we're still talking about the pros of mail scanning. Another advantage when it comes to mail scanning is that you are able to organize your mail digitally. Okay, think about it. Because see, if you're a digital nomad, if you travel in the world trying to make money, if you're an entrepreneur, or you're a diplomat, or you just travel in the world and you want to organize your mail, the ability to organize your mail digitally is really cool, because first of all, you don't have to have bulky mail in your basement or somewhere. You don't have to actually have extra location for mail. No, because everything is digitalized. And the cool thing here is that you are able to see things from on the go. And that's really important, especially if you have the right service, because the thing is, if you're able to manage your mail digitally, you need to trust the service you have as well. Trust in terms of reputation, trust in terms of security. So security is an important element here, because when we talk about security, we're speaking about two things. First of all, the security surrounding the people handling your mail, right? So the security of the staff of the virtual mailbox service. That's number one. And then you have electronic security in terms of encryption, in terms of the SSL, the secure socket layers that surrounds the company providing the mail scanning service. What am I trying to say here? Well, anytime we talk about mail scanning and we're talking about electronic services, you need to be, or even cloud-based, you need to have a level of security, because otherwise you don't want hackers to actually get into your business, literally. Okay, so virtual mailboxes become the safety of virtual mailboxes here becomes an important element. So just make sure before you choose a mail scanning service, you want to do research about the service, the company, the organization, their security protocols, what kind of security protocols they have, because that will really impact your ability to have your data safe. This is really important. And it's also really important to pay attention to what kind of services and what kind of prices they charge for some levels of services. Very, very important. One thing I also want to say here is that you are able to access direct mail on mobile. Think about it. This is another benefit. When we talk about mail scanning, sir, when you choose a mail scanning service, you are able to access direct mail on mobile. And this is important because we are in a world where business travel is more prevalent than ever before, meaning there are a number of professionals who find themselves on the road on a regular basis. So direct mail is inconvenient for those people who often need to make key decisions in response to that mail, right? So mail scanning services are great for those professionals who need to stay updated while they are on the move. So the best mail scanning providers are able to send messages incredibly quickly or upload mail to a platform. It's actually a very simple way for business people to access those platforms on mobile while traveling. So basically, much of the way that we run our businesses online nowadays, you are able to also direct mail on mobile or online. So this is kind of cool. So basically, you are able to supercharge your business, so to speak. Because see, when we talk about accessing direct mail on mobile, this is not just for business people only, right? I mean, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. If you need, let's say for family reasons, or you need to have access to your mail quickly for family reasons or whatever, having the ability to choose a mail scanning service that can help you out is also really important, and can be a great benefit to your overall well-being also. So this is an important element. This is an important element to really pay attention to. You also have another element. You have free online storage. So direct mail can be quite frustrating because it takes up physical space, and this can become a burden within office environments, and it can distract team members. And so countless studies have demonstrated, in our view, that clutter can be a big drain on productivity. So storing and maintaining that mail can also become difficult, is often a complete job in itself. So mail scanning services are very convenient, given that they empower businesses to digitize their messages and store them in the cloud. So the best mail scanning providers will actually offer secure digital platforms with ample amounts of storage. So this is really cool. And they're not charging you for that. And so this is really good. So just make sure that you have the right service. Do your research before. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to choose a mail scanning service. So I just talked to you about the pros of a mail scanning service. Obviously, nothing is perfect in this world. I want to really quickly talk to you about the cons. Now, you don't have as many cons as you have pros, of course, but you do have some drawbacks. So what are the cons of mail scanning? First of all, there are concerns about privacy. This is something that I really talked about before. So when I talked about privacy and the element of security, we're not just talking about electronic security. We're also talking about physical security. So you have to trust those employees who are working for those mail scanning services, because your mail and all the information thereto attached will go through the hands of certain employees. So you really you have to trust that the mail scanning service does produce enough due diligence, enough background checks to trust their employees. That's number one. Number two, the electronic security aspect of things, right? Because once the mail is scanned, you have that mail will be stored somewhere. But see, once it's scanned, it has to be sent to you. So if it's sent to you, if the company doesn't have enough, let's say, strong or robust security protocols, hackers can actually pick up that data as it's been sent. Hackers can also pick up the data as it's been stored. So you need to really trust the company when it comes to security protocol a lot. So there are concerns about privacy. You also have an additional expense to consider, because think about it. If you are going to, if you have a large volume of mail and you want that mail to be scanned and really forwarded to you, this can be another budget item that you need to consider. And those can add up real quick, because some services, they charge you by the number of items that you have. So if they charge you by the number of items that you have, then this could be if you happen to have bulky items to be scanned, then if they're charging you $1 per item, think about it. And if you get, like, let's say 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 items per day, that's $5 per day. $5 times 30, that's $150. Things can add up real quick, real fast too. Let me give you the steps you need to really follow here. So when we talk about how to choose a mail scanning service, first of all, let's talk about mail scanning. So whatever mail you have, the service will scan it and deliver it to you online while protecting your privacy. The mail scanning service will make sure your mail is scanned directly into your virtual mailbox account. So that notion of directness is really important, because you do not want to have, you want to have as few intermediaries, as few middlemen, so quote unquote middlemen, as possible. You also have online mail management. So basically, the mail scanning service gives you complete control over your mail deliveries online, so you can manage your mail remotely from any location with complete security. You just review the image and decide how you want the item handled. Do you want it to be forwarded? Do you want it to be shredded? Do you want it to be deleted? You can actually choose that. You also have mail forwarding. So when we talk about mail forwarding, basically the mail scanning services forwarding service ensures that you receive only the mail you really want, right? Because there is a filter sort of procedure that happens before the mail is forwarded to you. You simply choose which items you want, where and when you want them sent, and the mail scanning service will forward them to forward them on to any destination in the world. That's really easy. Obviously, when we talk about shipping, when we talk about geography, the geography plays an important role. So if you are somewhere on the Tonga Islands and you want the mail to be forwarded to you, it's not going to cost you the same amount of money if you wanted the mail to be forwarded to, let's say, Teaneck, New Jersey. Okay, and also mail storage. So the mail scanning service can actually take care of mail storage also. So storage of each mail can be free up to 30 to 60 days. And if you need it stored for a longer period of time, you can do so for a nominal monthly fee that you can negotiate with the mail scanning service, okay? And you can keep your home or office free from the clutter. This is really good. You also have local pickup. So some mail scanning services offer local pickup. So mail and package deliveries are stored locally. This means that you can walk into any of the mail scanning services location to pick up your mail items, eliminating the need to request mail forwarding. So this is kind of cool. Also, other services that you might also love, mail recycling. So a mail scanning service can really help you with mail recycling. So let's say if you do not wish to keep your physical mail items, you can request to securely recycle them, which is in a very safe, secure, and environmentally friendly way. It's really good. Also, what about mail archiving? This is another topic that really draws a lot of attention. So basically, when we talk about mail archiving, the mail scanning service will store the scanned images of mail items in your account. You'll have free access to them for as long as your account remains active. You can attach them to emails, download them, or request to permanently delete them. And also, they have the element of multiple recipients. So this is kind of cool if you are trying to, let's say you are trying to divulge some data to a large number of users, or let's say you want to share some documents with family members or members of an association or group or whatever. So this is great. So you can add multiple recipients to your account, either as individuals or businesses. You can assign them a dedicated mailbox. And what happens here is that the mail scanning service will provide them with a sub account where they can view and manage their mail as well. So this is kind of cool. So this centrality of management is really fantastic because, again, it adds a layer of efficiency to the whole process. You also have filters and folders. So basically, the mail scanning service will help you bring online mail management to a whole new level. So once logged into your mailbox, you'll be able to easily view and sort through your mail items using filters and customized folders. So this is kind of cool if you have a large volume of mail to sort of analyze and process. So the mail scanning service can help you here. And again, at the end of the day, the bottom line here is efficiency. The bottom line here is organizational productivity. The bottom line here is celerity, speed. Okay, so whether you are using the mail scanning service for business purposes or for personal purposes, you still have the ability to streamline the whole process here. So that's what we love. So when we talk about choosing a mail scanning service, look for those services, and you also want to look for the pricing also. Pricing plays an important role because at the end of the day, you do not want to actually, you do not want to really have a service that will really bring down your budget because it is just so much. Again, pay attention to those add-ons. When they charge you, when they have those add-ons, pay real attention to those services. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about how to choose a mail scanning service. So I gave you the overview, the pros and cons, and then the steps. And then I spoke about the features that you need to pay attention to: mail scanning, online mail management, mail forwarding, mail storage, local pickup, mail recycling, mail archiving, multiple recipients, filters, and folders. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.